Hello, hello, everyone. I am waiting for people to come into the chat, so I am going to wait for a few more minutes until people arrive so I can get started in a few minutes. Okay, so I am going to get started on this video. So basically, the VMAs has came and went, and to talk a little bit about it, just a few. Nicki Minaj has won the Vanguard Award. So congratulations to her. She deserves it. She's been a decade in the game. She's the best female rapper out there, and that's the truth. She is Nicki Minaj. Um, was presented the Vanguard Award. Last year was Missy Elliott, but congratulations to her, Nicki Minaj. She did her damn thing. I didn't know what Lizzo was doing when she was calling out Gary Spears. Hey, Moonstone, how are you doing? Um, I don't know what Lizzo was doing when she called out uh, Aries Spears during the VMA Awards, copying Nicki Minaj's "What's Good." Everything you have to say in the blogs or what. And when I was like, dude, like that's not the time and the place to do that. To me, right now you're just trying to get clout, and it didn't work. So I don't know what she was doing, but my main video is focusing on Normani because I'm gonna keep it real. I am a Normani fan. I love her music. The girl can dance, okay? I love her. She could dance. She can dance her ass off. It's like when you see people dancing in a music video, all you see is twerking, and they're singing about sex and all that stuff, which is people's prerogative. But with Normani, she's a little bit diverse when it comes to her music videos, and it comes to her music. When she first came out of motivation, everybody was talking about it, how they loved the music video. I love the music video personally. You know, I love to see Normani win. But lately, she hasn't put out an album, and people think that RCA is sabotaging her, which I do believe, because if you go back and you look at Tinashe's issues with RCA, and you look at Zayn's from One Direction, if you go back and you look at their stories and their issues with RCA, it kind of adds up, because RCA is good at sabotaging their artists. However, I'm going to have to call out the Normani Nation, because we put in our votes for her to win. Because I want her to win Wild Side for best artist, for best music video, for best R&B. I want her to win in those categories, at least one, right? But she has not won one nomination this year. And I'm kind of confused, because didn't Black women want to see representation in R&B again? Because for decades we were complaining how R&B artists was getting lighter, their hair was being more curlier, and how we are not being represented. But when we get Normani from Fifth Harmony, it's like she's representing Black women, especially dark-skinned Black women, because Normani is dark-skinned and she's very beautiful woman. But when you guys don't support your artists and you don't stream their music, you don't do anything, how do you expect them to come out with new music if you're not going to support them? And to me, that is a problem, because people said that they are fans of Normani and that they love her music and they want to see her win. But to be honest, I don't think you guys want to see another Black woman win. I think you guys are just talking out of your mouths. Hold on, let me show you guys her image, because she is a really beautiful woman. She's really beautiful. And I feel like Black women don't have her back like that. And it is really sad, because Normani, she deserves to win. She deserves to win. But we have, fake stands out here that don't have her back. Everybody seems to have Beyonce's back. When she first left Destiny Child and went solo, everybody had Beyonce's back. Everybody is a beehive. They support Beyonce, and Beyonce is a great entertainer. Don't get me wrong. She been in the game for decades, 2 decades exact. And she's just one of the R&B female pop artists that been doing the damn thing for a very long time. But when we have somebody like Normani, representing Black women, following in we're not following in the same steps as we are when we fall behind Beyonce. Like, what is going on here? Why aren't we representing Normani as we should? Because I want Normani to win. Hello, my first time here. The title really got my attention. What's going on here? Okay, hi Jason X. This is we're talking about Normani here. I don't know if you ever heard of her, or you ever heard of Wild Side, or motivation or any other music that she puts out. She was in the group Fifth Harmony, and she came out solo back in 2018 after Fifth Harmony expanded. And she's been in the game ever since. But we have, supporters that love to say that they want to see Normani win. They want her to be the next Beyonce or whatnot. But come on now, come on now. Let's be honest. Do you guys really want to see Normani win? Like, when is the jealousy going to end? When are we going to start supporting somebody that looks like us? You know, I want to see Normani win, but if the numbers are not adding up for her sales, for her music and whatnot, and she's not selling at least 100 million, how are we her supporters? How are we falling back on her? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the point of even having somebody that represents Black women? And Normani is not the only um Black R&B pop singer. We have what's her name? SZA, and we have other Black R&B women coming back. It's starting to, we're starting to get represented again, but we're not voting for these women. What, like SZA, I don't even know if she won an award for anything, and I don't know about other R&B or pop artists that I know of, one or nobody mentions them. It's like, what's the point of having these representation if you guys are not going to follow through on what you say? Let me see what you guys are saying here. It comes from a place of self-hate. They complain about the artists getting lighter, but they secretly love veracity through them. Oh yes, they do. I think, yeah, vicariously. I think what the industry is looking for is a biracial people more on the lighter side. This is what they're pushing for. But look what happened to Tinashe. Like, Tinashe was through RCA, and she was doing good for a while until RCA decided not to promote her anymore for some reason. And Tinashe puts out good music, and she can dance her ass off too. But RCA, they love to sabotage their artists. You know, they like they uh, they choose who they want to promote and who they don't want to. And right now, what RCA is doing, they're promoting Doja Cat, and and Doja Cat is not my cup of tea at all. She's a good rapper. She puts out good music, but she is not my cup of tea at all. It's the same way with biracial natural hair YouTubers. They watch these women knowing full well they don't look like those women. They want to complain about dark skinned YouTubers being ignored. Exactly. Tinashe should have stayed independent. Exactly. I don't know. I want Normani to go independent, to be exact, because Wildside, if you guys have not known, Normani said it herself that she came out of pocket and paid for the music video, paid for the choreography, paid for, the dancers and everything, because RCA did not have her back. They did not have her back. She paid for everything, and she did not win video of the year. And to me, I'm just like, what's the point in this? Like, why? Like, Why are we keep sabotaging ourselves as black women? Why can't we win? Like, why do it has to be women in rap music? It doesn't have to be women in rap music. It could be women in R&B and pop as well. But we're sitting here, we continue to complain, right? However, we do not want to promote somebody that look like us. Give me 1 second. Okay, so whether you like it or not, we're sabotaging ourselves when it comes to representation because we always want to be complaining that we're being left out. And when we do, and when we do get the representation, it's the support is not there. Like, I don't know what's going on. Let me see. If the weekend can make it being indie, so can Tinashe and Normani. Exactly. It's this uh crab in the barrel mentality. Exactly. Like, we don't want to see each other win. Like, I want to see black women win because it's been a long time coming for us to get back into the R&B mainstream because we have not been represented in like how long? 2 decades? We haven't been represented in 2 decades because of, racism. Racism plays a big factor as well. And Normani is very, very, very talented. And she's that bitch. I love Normani. She's that bitch. But how can we keep her mainstream? Like, how can we keep her going? And I'll tell you how you guys can do that. Download her album, her next album. Hopefully she takes out an album because let me tell you something. Her songs are like halfway a decade old. And she has not put out an album in 4 years because she announced that she was putting out an album 4 years ago and nothing. Like, this record company, I believe, is putting out music, is sabotaging Normani. And I believe her team is somewhat behind this. She needs to, what I'm thinking what Normani needs to do, she needs to fire her team. And if her contract is coming to an expiration, she needs to either, and I'm just going to say this, either needs to go on a record label that will support her, that will push her to the forefront, or become independent. Because I'm tired of Normani not getting the mainstream success that she deserves. Ensure the media is happening because of their own self hatred. They don't like how they look, so they support the people who are predominantly whiteness. Exactly. Um, Also, the artists need to stop signing to RCA. RCA needs to go. Like, for real, RCA needs to go because they sabotage their artists a lot. They don't support their artists. I don't know what it is with RCA, but Normani needs to figure out how to get out of her contract with RCA because they don't have her back and neither does her team. she needs to fire her team and see if she can get another team through Rock Nation. She needs to get a team through Rock Nation and see if Rock Nation. Let me see. See if Rock Nation can help her out because she's friends with Beyonce. I'm pretty sure she's friends with Beyonce. I'm pretty sure she is. And I also want to Chloe. Also want to be speak on Chloe for a little bit. Chloe has been putting out music. However, she's two shades lighter than Normani, and she's not even making records. She's not getting making the sales like she is supposed to because nobody is listening to her music. Nobody gives a shit, right? And it goes back again. We're sabotaging ourselves. But here's what I want Normani to do to order to stay relevant, because I want Normani to stay her face in mainstream. One, Normani needs to put out uh, singles on YouTube, trying to keep herself relevant. Two, she needs to do covers on YouTube because if she does covers on YouTube and and continue to do covers to keep herself relevant, then she will see mainstream success and RCA will have no choice but to promote her and try to get out of here. Because let me tell you something, Doja Cat is on her way out the door. And I don't think the industry is going to push Doja Cat like that anymore. And they're probably going to look for someone new. And I hope that they keep pushing Normani because Normani deserves to win. Um, RCA is the new age bad boy record. Oh my God. Like, I think Bad Boys is way worse than RCA because P. Diddy, oh my God, he sabotaged all his artists, all of them. And none of those artists, let me tell you something, all those artists that he had under his label, he owns all of their masters, all of them. And that's how P. Diddy is eating. And his artists that worked under him, they're struggling because he owns all their masters. So if I was Normani needs to get a hold of her masters. She needs to get a hold of her masters and own them because that's the way she can, eat, continue to eat as well. Like nobody should own her masters than Normani. She needs to get her masters and she needs to write and own and publish her own music because look what happened to Khalees. Khalees signed like a record deal with Neptune's label, right? And you guys remember like 20 years ago, she put out Milkshake, Bossy, and other singles, right? But when it comes to like, her album, the Neptunes were trying to sabotage her, which they did. And the Neptunes basically own her masters as well. Khalees doesn't own her masters. She doesn't own her songs. She's credited, yes. She's credited, but she has no rights to her song. So let's be honest here. Normani is being sabotaged. And as Black women, I'm like, where are we at with our support for Normani? Where are we, like, how are we even going to get Normani to the success as we did with Beyonce? Like, she's a really good singer. She's a really good, like, Normani can dance her ass off. She can sing. She can do all that, but where is their support at? Hold on. Let me see. The industry is cutthroat and has the attention span of a squirrel. Yeah, they do. They do. Like, how can you not like? How can you sign artists to your label but not promote them? Not to continue to make money off your artists. Like, what are they afraid of? And you think I'm thinking that they're afraid that their artist is going to move on and make their own and go independent, which Nicki Minaj is going to do because she just announced not too long ago that she wants to go independent. And once an artist goes independent, they can't make money off of them no more. They can't eat off of them or anything. So what they're doing? So what are these industry record labels are doing? They're sabotaging them so they won't go nowhere. They won't go nowhere, and they won't be able to own their masters or anything because they do not want the artist to leave their label. And I think that's part of the problem too. I really do think that's part of the problem. Uh, Please like this video, give it a thumbs up. You know, I want Black women to support Normani. I just don't want Black women to support Normani. I want everyone to support Normani, but Black women are the main ones who need to support Normani. Because if you want to keep your representation in the industry, you have to have her back. Have her back. Like, I'm so sick and tired because when she first came out with Motivation, it was a huge success. And I wish the company would have expanded on her success. But at the same time, when Fair came out, because I remember when Fair came out in February, it did not reach the same mainstream success as Motivation did because I guess people thought it was boring and that it lacked, sexuality or whatnot. But you guys have to realize that Normani is pretty diverse in her music. She just don't want to be seen as sexual. She wants to be seen as a woman of virtue, a woman that can be a woman without showing her titties, without showing her ass or shaking her ass or whatnot. Like, you guys always complain about Chloe. Like, let me get Chloe as an example again. So Chloe, for instance, when she was doing gospel music, I think that was her first thing that she was doing. Nobody was giving her any attention. Nobody was, you know, streaming her music or whatever. But when she went mainstream R&B and she came out with Have Mercy, people were, rooting for her. But on the flip side, people started complaining about her, saying, oh, she's too sexual. All she does is shake her ass. She is not diverse. Blah, 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 blah. But you guys are sitting here calling Normani boring. You guys are sitting here calling Normani boring because she's trying to do something different. But you guys want to complain that, oh, the music industry is too sexual. We need to have diversity. I want to see something different. And Normani is trying to do that. Normani is trying to do that. But you guys are not giving her a chance. You guys are so quick to throw her under the bus. You guys are so quick to throw her under the bus and say her that, oh, fair is boring. It's, it doesn't have meaning to it and all that. But that's based off of Normani's relationship. That's based off her, like, how, and her relationship and her breakup with her boyfriend. So I don't know what you guys really want from these artists, but it seems like you guys don't want artists to change either. You guys really don't. You guys want to, complain that, everybody's doing the same thing, but when Normani comes up and she's trying to do something different, you guys don't support it. Doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm just like, whatever. So whatever, you know. Um so don't come up here and say that you want to support Normani, but you guys don't come out for her. I don't I do not care. Somebody block Patrick, please. He's being very insulting. Let me see if I can get somebody to become a ranch. Moon, Venom, do you want a ranch? Because I need somebody to block Patrick. He's being very disrespectful right now. Okay, so I'm gonna make you. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, hold on a second. Let me go on my. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'll make you a ranch. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me switch. All right. Because I'm so sick and tired of these trolls coming here being he's calling he's calling her a monkey. He's telling us to stop talking, in Spanish. Like I'm so sick of him. Like somebody needs to block him. Like you're a moderator now, so you can go ahead and start blocking him. Go ahead. He's being so disrespectful right now. So back to what I am saying. So we need to stop doing all this talking and start doing supporting. Like, thank you, girl, and start showing Normani and start giving her her flowers because she deserves it. She works hard. She was in Fifth Harmony. And let me tell you something while she in Fifth Harmony. I don't know if you guys ever heard this story before. So when Normani was in Fifth Harmony, she was pretty much pushed to the background. Um, People were starting talking about her. Um, how like they didn't really give her like a lead solo in while she was in the group because I guess they don't want to push black black women or give black women representation as as a way to push the beauty standard forward. And Normani couldn't showcase her talent in a way that she wanted because they did not want to push her in the forefront, so they put her in the background. So when I first saw Fifth Harmony, you know, and I saw Normani, I was like, she's very talented. She's a go getter, and she's, you know, she's representing black women, but they're not give. She's just singing like background vocals. They're not really like pushing her to, become, someone in the forefront. But they were sure in the hell pushing Camila Bello, Una Na Na, Havana Una Na. They were pushing her, and she was the first one in the group to go solo out of Fifth Harmony. But if I push go back a few years ago, just a few years ago, if we travel back that far, I remember Camila Cabello talking trash about Normani, saying that, or her fans or whatever, saying, racist things about Normani, because she came out with waves after motivation. Waves were the, Wave was the shit. Wave was the shit. I love Wave, but when her fans were hosting out racist treat, Camila Cabello was caught liking these treats. And I'm just sitting there like, how can you be Normani's friend? Or I don't know if she claims to be Normani's friend or whatnot, but how can you sit here and do that to your own group member? How can you do that? How can you do that with a fake smile on your face? Like, it doesn't really make any sense to me why you would do something like that. And Camila Cabello had a success in solo career, but ever since those racist treat came out, her solo career has not been the same since. And good for her. No, because you don't say things like that to your bandmate. So I'm glad that she got pushed back against that. I wonder how people got that tweet. I wonder how they got that. Like, did she have followers that that follow her, and they was like, oh hell no. Da, 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 da. So uh she said she was 15 at the time, but girl, even at 15 you should know better. Even at 15 you should know better than that. Not to tweet out things like that against black people. And she had black people as her followers. She did. She had black people as her followers, but when you start doing shit like that, your career goes down here. So I don't know what to say on that. But but I want to see Normani win. I really do. I want to you know I want to what I'm trying to get at here. I want to see Normani win. I want her to win more awards. I have not seen her win a Grammy. I never see her attend a Grammy Awards. And I want I want her to win as many awards as she can, get more endorsements, uh, and get more sponsors for her because I want to see Black women representation. But as you know, Black women, we should fall behind her. Okay? We should fall behind her and support her. And I'm all for that. So that's all I have for this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I go live or when I upload videos. And please share this with your friends. Please share this with your friends because we want more Black women to wake up and see what their values are and what their worth is, because it doesn't make any sense to have low self-esteem the way we have. And in a way to break this low self-esteem, we need to support the Normani's, we need to support the scissors, we need to support more Black women artists. And that's not enough for us to do that if we're not going to do that. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Camila's career has been taking a nosedive since that scandal, and I'm here for it. Exactly, I am too. So like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Y'all take it easy and have a nice night.